Starting on page 24. After the birds left, Old Man Folkwire was lonely. Just as he was every year, he fixed himself some cottage cheese and pepper, his favorite snack. But he was still lonely. When he looked out the window, the squirrels could tell that he wasn't happy. "Go away!" shouted the old man. "I don't like you, squirrels." And that is him, eating his cottage cheese. One thing I wanted to point out, though, second graders, I was wondering, how do you think we should read this? I feel like the words are telling us to read it a certain way. He looks really sad in this picture, right? He's sad because the birds left. And I don't think I read it in that sad of a voice. So I'm going to restart that page. Because I know now, after looking at the picture and reading some of the words, that Mr. Folkwire was actually really sad. And I know the words want to be read that way. All right, starting again. After the birds left, Old Man Folkwire was lonely, just as he was every year. He fixed himself some cottage cheese and pepper, his favorite snack, but he was still lonely. When he looked outside the window, the squirrels could tell that he wasn't happy. "Go away!" shouted the old man. "I don't like you, squirrels." So as we read on, we need to pay attention as readers to see how the words want to be read. The squirrels held a meeting deep inside a large tree. They decided to give the old man a present to make up for taking the seeds and berries. Look, there's a squirrel meeting tonight, and that is where their meeting takes place. Now, not many people know this, but squirrels are not only fuzzy little geniuses, they also collect just about anything they find on the ground. These squirrels had a vast stockpile of spectacular junk to choose from. But what would Folkwire like? Bottle caps? Popsicle sticks? Postage stamps? Finally, they had it. The perfect gift. The squirrels stacked all of their loose change on Old Man Folkwire's doorstep. There were dimes and pennies. There were nickels and quarters. There were even a few tokens from Coco's Arcade. It all added up to $47.36, plus a few rounds of skee-ball. "Maybe you squirrels aren't so bad," Folkwire said when he found the coins. "But I still like birds better." This gave the squirrels another idea. They raided their junk collection again and got to work. So I have a question, second graders. Why do you think the squirrels raided their collection again? What do you think they're doing for Mr. Folkwire? Pause the video, come back in 15 seconds, and we can figure out what I think. All right, second graders, I hope that you thought about what was changing and happening in the story. And what I noticed is that the squirrels had another idea to help Mr. Folkwire. It seems like their relationship is changing, right? At one point, they were stealing from Mr. Folkwire, and Mr. Folkwire did not like them until the squirrels gave him a gift. All right, let's keep reading, second graders. When Old Man Folkwire woke up the next morning, he was amazed to see that the birds had returned. wait, those things weren't birds. Those were squirrels in disguise. Great googly moogly, said Old Man Folkwire. This will make quite a painting. He ran outside and took down the lasers and the wires and the spring-loaded trapeze. He turned all the bird feeders into squirrel feeders. Then he painted till his brush ran out of bristles. The squirrels were so overjoyed. They had a party in Old Man Folkwire's house. Those darn squirrels, said Folkwire, and he shook his old man fist and smiled. All right, so I had a prediction at the beginning of the story that the squirrels and Mr. Folkwire did not get along. He didn't like the squirrels for some reason. And now I know, after reading the story, he didn't like them because they took his favorite bird's food. But their relationship changed and they ended up being friends. All right, second graders, have a good night. I will see you tomorrow.